What up, Paswa Snappers? Ow, how's it going, y'all? We snap. Can we make Johnny snap? Can we make him snap? Does he snap?
I'm not a good snapper, but I'm
Oh,
here.
he's so good. Yo, you guys, nice to see you, Market Street Zoo. Today we have the amazing artist known as Johnny Vioso. I call him Johnny Virtuoso. How are you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. And you look very good for the occasion, man.
I well, I try.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man. So today we chose Johnny V because he is an exceptional writer. He is a storyteller, and I'm gonna let him tell you his story and how he feels. And he just completely fascinated me and Lindsay with his writing and his ability to expand and to bring color and imagery into stories and to bring life into things that he talks about. So I wanted to really delve into the brain of Mr. Johnny and see how he thinks and feels. So I compiled a couple questions for you, Johnny.
Why, thank you. I love questions. Feel free to pick the brain of me.
Heck yeah. Okay, you guys, we're ready to dive into his brain. Oh, yeah, and it feels good. Okay, so question number one, Johnny. Who are you as an artist? What kind of
As
artist are you? Do you consider yourself?
well, as an artist, for writing purposes or for other purposes.
Just all around, all around. It could be writing, it could be any kind of artist. We'll get into the writing, but just as an artist, as a
Well,
person. Yeah.
as a person, my priority is to my family. You know, I've when I before I was married, I didn't have any like sense of direction. Didn't really I didn't really care for the outside world. I was very isolated um, in my years after high school, and I became like bitter, and you know, I I just felt rotten inside. Um, but I was also with performing arts for also like kind of back in 2000 and he's around 2008, 2012.
Man, you're like one of the founding fathers.
Well, one of the, I don't know. Well, and then when I came there, it's like I met this person that, I met John Pazis that really had a liking towards me because he actually knew some people, uh, of friends of my family. So he's kind of connected to me personally, and I mean, I love doing, uh, and the artist in me kind of came out during my time there with I love doing like voiceovers, saying being different characters, because it's a part of me. Uh, Everything to me is like is like a movie. I recite movies. I base my life off of like my own personal morals. You know, I'm a good person. Um, I don't I don't like to judge people for what other people's believe in because it's not it's not the Christian in me that I was taught. I know some people don't believe in that sort of stuff. which I'm, and that's fine. I respect people's beliefs. I'm not one person to judge another person based on how I was raised. Going back on how uh, an artist personally.
This is all about you as an artist. All of these things make you who you are as an artist. Don't feel bad about any
Through,
of it, man. Express
through
yourself
my
as you are, man.
experiences, through my experiences and my personal struggles, I've I've brought into my work. I brought into I write with my heart.
Mhm.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, and what you see is what you get. I mean, I won't sugarcoat, you know, anything. I will tell the truth, even if it hurts. And I know some people don't like that because they can't handle it. Um, I'm sorry if that may offend people. I but I'm not going to change.
Unfriend me. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unfriend me. What the hell?
Also perfect for the occasion.
Um, it's just I love being me. It's like if you can't be yourself, then who can you be? Someone else?
You're so
No.
cool too, man. You're so cool.
Uh, I mean, I could do a Doctor Evil voice. I can do Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Let's hear little Gollum.
My precious, you feel they stole it from us.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, different sort of like accents, like Russian and like, well, this other is like, I am from Mother Russia. Why don't you come here and come sit with and talk with me?
I'm Dimitri.
My name is Dmitri, and I come from a land. Then I come from a land of down under, from Scotland and Ireland, laddie.
Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. Let's jump. Let's thank you. Thank you for answering that from the heart.
No
And
problem. Sorry for the long answer.
no, I love the beautiful tangent, and I agree completely with what you said about writing and where you come from, even religion. I was raised very religious as well, and it reflects on a lot of who I am as an artist. I'm not as religious now, honestly, but
I mean, I'm not a really. I I just because I was raised religious doesn't mean I'm very religious now. I'm really not. I'm more of a spiritual person.
it makes sense. Yeah,
It's
that makes a lot of sense, bro. I get it. So, uh, what fascinates me a lot about you is your ability to tell a good story. And I already know
story
you're a great writer, but we want to know what got you into storytelling.
storytelling. Well, everybody, storytelling for me is like when you watch a movie. Okay, they tell you a story. Through dialogue and characters and that's part of storytelling. For me, a movie is not just a movie. I kind of dive in to see, like, what if I was that person? How would I take that? How would I take that scenario? And it's kind of like people have five senses, and my sixth sense would be like I am that person. I am that character. Uh, and then if I would write something, I would oh I would write something like, it's just trying to think on the fly here. for me as a writer and being without acting is kind of a storybook. I put all different sorts of colors in creating, you know, other, I don't know, just other aspects. I don't want to give too much away into my mind because,
Give it
you
to
know,
us. Give it to us.
I can't. I don't want to give too much away.
Give us 90. Give us 92% and save 8%. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. How about what got you into writing?
Well, I've been watching professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it used to be called World Wrestling Federation, the WWF.
Oh yeah.
Uh, they they changed their name 10 years after to WWE
Mm-hmm.
for a lawsuit. And I've been watching that since I was 5 years old for 30 years. I mean, I'm 35, that's 30 years. Um, and all that is staged. I mean, the physicality is real, but like you're playing a different character. I mean, these guys on TV are playing different characters. And, it's like to the outside world, they're real people. They have the same struggles as we do. Um, that my biggest influence is mostly the wrestling world because I've met a few myself.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Well, the all-time favorite is Shawn Michaels.
That's mine. Mark Wells too. You and Mark. That's why I call him the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels. He's pretty badass, and the music is the best.
But Undertaker just retired. He did have his 30-year, sir, 30 years, and then Triple H, and I mean, I always like the Ultimate Warrior.
He was dope. He was so cool. I liked Ultimate Warrior too.
Um. So growing up, me and my friends, what we used to do, they always gave out like we always bought action figures and made our own collection and then we turned note and we had a stage, we had a ring, and basically we had to broadcast everything. We had to be the announcers. We had to come up with our own storylines. And like so and we also changed people's names. We came up with other there's this guy there's this one guy, his name is Paul Gazareth. He's Australian. He's 385 pounds. And his nickname is Star. His special move is a running boot to the face. And there's so many other characters. We made mass characters and gave them all backstories on where they come from. And I love diving into like the backstories. Like where do people come from? Where did these guys come from? How did they come to being inside of wrestling? And I have wrote. I actually still have scripts of dialogue that are like in my closet, and I don't know if I could throw them away.
They're so sacred to you.
Even though my wife wants me exhausted. But I have to talk to my friend about that because
That's so funny, bro. All right, my next question. Do you dabble in other forms of artistry like painting, or rock climbing, sculpting? Any?
um, I'm not much of a I don't do skydiving. I think I tried rock climbing once when I was a lot younger. But artist, I have a rock collection. Um, I'm trying to sell actually, but I are I think the other artist side of myself would be acting
Mhm.
and songwriting.
Acting and songwriting. Nice, man.
I'm a big metalhead when it comes
Hmm.
to songwriting.
Like Jobio.
Uh, Probably a little bit darker
Oh
than
my
Joe.
god. You're
Uh,
you're a deep, deep metalhead.
yeah, Joe CB knows me to be like a big Metallica guy, and I do remember a long time ago. I think we actually went to a concert a long time ago, but um,
What does
don't
Metallica
really
sing? Is it Enter Sandman? Enter Sandman?
Enter Sandman, Metallica. You know, those guys been around since the '70s,
Nah.
and they're still making headlines.
Aren't they Canadian?
Um, no, they're originally from San Francisco.
Damn it. Damn it. I thought they were some of my people.
Uh,
No.
Cana- uh, if you want a Canadian group, they're called Cataclysm.
Cataclysm. Nice. Cool name.
They're they're pretty heavy. They're the
Correct.
grunting and they're the grunting type where you can't understand what they're saying.
Oh shit. The good stuff. It just sounds like boom, 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 bam, boom, boom.
And I kind of write like that, like when it comes to like darkness and like I like I like writing in I like writing in the first person and the third person when it comes to songs. Like I like writing about like heaven and hell.
Heaven and hell, nice.
It's like from Dio, it's like from heaven and hell. Oh yeah. Sing me a song, you're a singer. Do me a wrong, you're a bringer of evil. I mean, I don't know if anyone heard of that song before. It's called Heaven and Hell.
Nice. I honestly haven't heard it, but sounds pretty cool.
Um,
Is that Cataclysm?
no, that song is from a band called Dio,
Dio. Oh yeah,
D-
you just said that though.
Dio.
Dio.
Um,
So two bands I gotta look up: Cataclysm and Dio. Canadian
um,
Cataclysm.
I also I excuse me for trying to find the right words.
Okay, man.
No, my growing up, there was this band called Saliva in the '90s. Um, the singer left the band in 2011. That's kind of when I kind of stopped listening. But that's what I listen to mostly, almost every day. Them, Disturbed, you know, the '90s rock.
How about Pantera? Did you ever get into Pantera?
Pantera. I
Dimebag
mean,
Daryl?
I've listened to Pantera. Their material is good.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm not a major fan of them. You know, art. It's like everyone is extremely talented. I'll give everyone that. Everyone has their own perspectives on bands and acting. is probably one of my strong suits because I can be any character. I could switch to a character in like a matter of like minutes or seconds.
What don't they have a name? Not I was gonna say trial lawyers. Method actors.
Yeah.
Are you more of a method actor, like Al Pacino, or like one of those, like a Sean Penn,
Hooah!
like like because you're acting, you when you I mean when we did your Blitzen piece together in 365 days of training a reindeer. Uh, you really got deep into your character. You put horns on yourself. You painted your face.
Yeah, I
What
did.
got you so inspired with that character? It's one of those, you had to be
Well,
in character in order to nail it, and you did.
even though like I'm even though I love Christmas, I'm big on Christmas. Um and the whole love and family and um anti-Christmas. I immediately thought of the Grinch and Jim Carrey. And I was like thinking like everything is garbage, garbage. And
Rubbish.
my mindset was the Grinch from Jim Carrey. And then, when you told me to kind of like, be more angry, then I was like, okay, so I got to be the Grinch times 10.
The angry Grinch.
And so it's like, you know what? I think I'll have my dad paint my face.
What did he say
And
when you brought up the idea to him? Was he on board? Was he totally like, let's do it?
well, at first I told my mom,
Was it like
and
a
then at first I told my mom, and she's like, it's like, that sounds cool. And then like when she came over, she was like, I'm not doing it. Dad's gonna do it because he's a better drawer. And my dad came over, and that he came over. He was actually watching me as you were filming me.
Was he
And
nervous for you? Was he like, oh?
no, no, he's not because he's seen other things that I've done with performing arts. I mean, I did a stage play with the casting director of what was it? ER.
Mhm.
His name is John Levy. John Pazis recommended me to him, and I went to Warner Brothers, and we there was a playwright. It was called Lake Anne.
Uh-huh.
Um, and
Hi, baby.
oh, there she is. Hi, little one.
Hi, Johnny V. Hi, Puff Berry.
Uh, yeah, there was a place called Lake Anne. It was a playwright from Lake Anne. I played um a um Down syndrome kid that kind of didn't really. It was kind that took everything more serious. Like
And you don't have Down syndrome, right?
I have mosaic Down syndrome.
Mosaic Down syndrome? What does that mean?
Mosaic is well chromosomes. You know what a chromosome is, right?
I do know what a chromosome is. By the way, this is the coolest form of Down syndrome I've ever heard in my life. I'm envious. I want mosaic something.
Mosaic.
I want something mosaic. This sounds dope. No, please explain to us for people like me who don't really
Um,
know what mosaic Down syndrome is, please.
well, mosaic chromosomes are from what I'm from what I read and from what for the research that I've looked is that you have these maps that are in your head, your
Hmm.
brain, They're called chromosomes. Normally, you have 23 when you are born.
X and Y's, right?
Yeah, they're kind of like that
That's all I
make
know
that
about.
make that make your brain process or like um it's just how chemicals in your mind. I have one extra one.
Is it
Some
what makes you a
people,
genius and what makes your beard extra fluffy and beautiful?
I wish.
I don't have jack. Yeah, like 0%. No,
But
so you have one extra one?
yeah, you know, I I'm not severe Down syndrome. I'm very high functioning.
Yeah. You don't even look Down syndrome to me. That's why
No, I'm not. Um, I mean, if I shave my beard, you could probably see it, just a little. But it was I kind of grew when I was younger. I kind of grew out of it, and but I still have anger problems. I think one of my problems as a person
Mhm.
from mosaic syndrome is when people get angry, people normally go from like 1 to 5 or 1 to 4. I go 1 to 10 in a matter of seconds. Um, some of the staff know Steve Neal when I used to work with him. Knew that I had some anger in me. Um, he worked with me. He's like he's. I have so much respect for that man. He's he's a joy in my heart, and he's a great influence, a
Yeah.
tremendous influence in me.
Yeah.
Um,
Good people in here.
I'm a comedy person mostly. I don't see the doom and gloom in anything anymore. I mean, yeah, but when I get depressed, I mean, I get like depressed. I mean, like I mean, I stay in bed. I don't even want to get up.
Yeah.
So it's like I have different levels of, it's like any given day, it's like, do I feel good today or do I feel bad? I mean, I've been taking medication since I was 5,
Yeah.
but I'm a stable person. I just
Yeah, you seem to be, and like you said, and sorry for
people
jumping
have
in. It's like you
people have
like
bad
you throw it out on
people
your
have
art.
bad yeah,
Uh-huh.
people have bad days, people have good days.
True
That's
that
all
one.
it is.
Yeah, but we appreciate you so much for being so honest with us and being so sincere and sharing your art and how you feel about being an artist and thinking like an artist. And honestly, to me, you have a beautiful brain, and I love the way you think, and I love the way you go places that I couldn't even imagine in my wildest dreams. And that's what makes you such a wonderful writer and storyteller and artist to me. You're completely unexpected, wonderfully unexpected.
I want to be a I want to be a camera guy later on. I want to be assistant camera and work my way up to being like a camera guy for like a news broadcast
Yeah.
because I love production. Um, but it's like I'm not afraid to like be in front of the camera and write and do everything else. I mean, it's all fun.
Yeah. I mean,
I love being a different character is like one of the like greatest things for me.
it's so cool. It's one of the best parts about art and acting or anything you do. It's just you don't have to be yourself for that moment. You could
No,
be
you don't.
an astronaut.
You you remove yourself from reality and you become something else.
Man. Beautifully.
It's like you allow yourself to remove everything in your brain to become someone else. And that is what being an artist, I think, is.
Dang, that sounds like something Robin Williams would say. That was so
Oh,
sunken, bro. That was so profound.
God rest his soul.
He was a dope artist, man. He has one of
Huge.
those super high IQs like you do, like super deep IQs.
You're being too modest. Thank you.
No, I mean it, man. That's why I chose you for this moment. A lot of it was greed. I wanted to jump inside your brain myself, but I think it's
Agreed.
important for all of us at Passois, the whole Passois family, all of Market Street Zoo, all of us to see how your brain works and why you are the wonderful character you are. And it's so important for us to know that. We appreciate you
Oh,
so much, man, for being here.
you're a beautiful, beautiful man, and thank
Oh,
you for thank you for the interview.
thank you.
Yeah, just I
Thank you,
just
man.
want to. I love everybody.
I love you
Oh, Jolly Ollie, why don't you come inside of my door?
so